Jem and Sash. The grey knickers that protruded above her jeans had once been white and silky, had once fitted her large but sexy ass perfectly, instead of bunching up uncomfortably. They were the pants that Josh had taken off with his teeth on the night that she'd conceived. So much passion then, so much lust, raw sexual energy. And now, passion was just a perfume, and lust was a long-lost memory. Josh had planted his seed but had not stayed around long enough to plant a ring on her finger. He was a dad but not a father. Or was it a father but not a dad? Whatever, he was a part-timer. There when he wanted to be, not when she needed him, and certainly not when their daughter needed him. Sasha was 2 now, and so beautiful it made Jem want to cry. How had she created something so beautiful with that jerk? She wouldn't change her for the world, but Jem sometimes wished she could be the centre of someone's world, could be the apple of someone's eye. When you have a kid but no ring, you become invisible to men, undesirable. As soon as you mention the child, their interest wanes, or you're considered one-night stand material. Oh God, Sasha was taking off her shoes and throwing them around the cafe. Jem smiled wearily and looked around the cafe apologetically. The other coffee drinkers were smiling at Sash, and why wouldn't they? With her mop of blonde hair, her Run DMC t-shirt and a winning smile, she was already melting hearts. But was the man in the Union Jack t-shirt smiling at Jem rather than at her daughter? He was only young, a tatty beard and that modern haircut that looks all 1950s. She didn't much care for his skinny jeans and hipster shoes, but he was cute all right. And yes, that smile was for her, not for the child. She felt herself blushing as she tentatively smiled back. It was a smile she'd forgotten she had. It lit up the cafe and momentarily took the attention away from Sash. His smile widened, showing his pearly white teeth and cute dimples. He was too young for her really, but he was smiling. He could see she had a daughter, and that didn't seem to worry him. Just then, Sash threw one of her shoes in the man's direction, knocking his iced tea all over the place. Jem blushed the colour of Ribena as she watched the man jump up to try and protect his skinny jeans from the spilt liquid. Sasha was laughing her head off, thinking it was the funniest thing she'd ever seen. But Jem was mortified. "Oh my God, are you okay? Let me buy you a new one." Jem moved over to the man, proffering some napkins to help with the clean-up operation. "It's okay," he said, but Jem noticed he was no longer smiling. Oh well, it made her smile for a minute. Jem went to the counter and ordered another drink and brought it to the damp man while cursing her daughter for ruining her chances. She put the drink on the table and went to leave, but just as she turned her back, he said, "Why don't you join me?" As she pushed the pushchair home, Jem light-heartedly scolded her daughter. "Sasha, never throw shoes at strangers, it's very naughty," she said with a smile in her voice. "Unless they are drop-dead gorgeous. Now, I hope Granny is free to look after you tomorrow night."